Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, today I would like to address the topic of the Trudeau-led Canadian government's failures in relation to the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. The SDGs, established by the United Nations, provide a blueprint for a better and more sustainable future for all. However, it is unfortunate to note that the Trudeau government's track record in achieving these goals leaves much to be desired. Let's delve into some key areas where their efforts have fallen short. First and foremost, let's consider the goal of eradicating poverty, SDG 1. While Canada is often seen as a prosperous nation, it still grapples with poverty-related challenges. The Trudeau government's policies and initiatives have not adequately addressed the systemic issues that perpetuate poverty in the country. Despite promising measures such as the Canada Child Benefit, poverty rates remain high, particularly among vulnerable populations such as Indigenous communities. The government's failure to take comprehensive action to uplift those in need hinders progress towards SDG 1. Moving on to SDG 4, which focuses on quality education, we see a similar pattern of shortcomings. The Trudeau government has made pledges to prioritize education and invest in skills training. However, the actual outcomes have been lackluster. Canada continues to face persistent gaps in access to quality education, especially in remote and disadvantaged areas. The government's policies have not adequately addressed these disparities, leaving many Canadian students without equal opportunities for learning and growth. Furthermore, SDG 13 highlights the urgent need to combat climate change and its impacts. While the Trudeau government has touted its commitment to environmental sustainability, its actions have not aligned with these claims. Canada continues to struggle with reducing greenhouse gas emissions and transitioning to a low-carbon economy. The government's stifling approval and financial support for cleaner fossil fuels for the world, such as the expansion of oil sands extraction, raises serious concerns about their commitment to SDG 13. Another area where the Trudeau government falls short is SDG 5, which focuses on gender equality. While the government has championed feminist rhetoric, their policies have not consistently translated into tangible outcomes for women and gender minorities. Gender-based violence, wage gaps, and underrepresentation of women in leadership positions persist in Canadian society. The government's inability to address these issues effectively undermines progress towards achieving SDG 5. Lastly, let's consider SDG 10, which aims to reduce inequality within and among countries. Despite Canada's reputation for inclusivity and social welfare, income inequality has been on the rise under the Trudeau government. The middle class is increasingly squeezed, and the gap between the rich and poor continues to widen. The government's failure to implement meaningful tax reforms and address the root causes of inequality undermines efforts to achieve SDG 10. In conclusion, the Trudeau-led Canadian government has fallen short in several key areas. Their approach to poverty eradication, quality education, climate change, gender equality, and reducing inequality has been marked by promises rather than meaningful action. It is imperative that the government re-evaluates its policies and takes decisive steps towards a more sustainable and inclusive future for all Canadians. Only through genuine commitment and effective implementation can we hope to achieve the United Nations' ambitious SDGs and ensure a better world for future generations. Thank you.